lettuce is actually designed to keep growing if we harvest it the right way. I'm going to show you a simple hack. You're going to get so much more success and less pests. Lettuce is about 90% water. To get the most from each of your salad plants, you want to prune. Now here's why this works, okay? Hundreds of dollars of harvest from just a super small space. Today I got to talk about one of the essentials of the Gardenary organic vegetable garden, and that is lettuce. Lettuce is one of the easiest plants to grow. It hardly takes up any space, doesn't need much tending from you, and you can get tons of harvest from just one plant if you know how to cut it right. So today I'm going to teach you a hack I've learned on how to get 3 times the amount of lettuce from just one plant. It's easy, it's fast, it's delicious, and it's honestly kind of addictive. Most people grow lettuce and harvest the whole head at once, just like this. Now, once they've done that, there's no more growing for this head of lettuce. They'll have to eat it and then replant. But lettuce is actually designed to keep growing if we harvest it the right way. So I'm going to show you a simple hack so you can get 3 times this amount of harvest from just one seed of lettuce. Now, you only need 4 things to grow lettuce in the first place. First, you need a container. Now, lettuce could grow in an in-ground garden, but you're gonna get so much more success and less pests if you just use some kind of container. I'm growing mine in a raised bed, but you could grow yours in a container that's as big as 2 by 2 feet, giving you enough space so that the container doesn't dry out, but gives the lettuce plenty of room to grow. Beyond your container, you want to have a great soil blend. If you want to learn how I mix soil, I'll put a link for that right below this video. But I use a sandy loam mix. It's topsoil, compost, and sand all mixed together. This gives you this really nice loose soil that salad seeds absolutely eat up. Salad is a very small plant. It's got very tender roots, so you want to be sure that your soil is nice and loose so it can make its way and grow and thrive in that space. The next thing you need is salad seeds. Now, salad seeds can be planted directly into this soil in your container, or you can start these seeds indoors to get a jump on the season, and that's what we did with these red lettuces right here. You want to be using an organic blend, and you want to be sure to grow a kind of lettuce that you love to eat because you're going to get a lot of it. Finally, you need water. So lettuce is about 90% water when it's all said and done. So water is an essential part of growing this plant. You want to be sure that the soil never dries out. This moisture level that the soil is at right now, that's the perfect moisture level for lettuce. And you're going to need to keep the soil moist until the seeds sprout, and then continue to water it as your salad grows throughout the entire season. And that's all you need to grow lettuce. Now let's talk about how to harvest it so that you get 3 times the amount of food from every single seed you plant. To get the most from each of your salad plants, you want to prune the outer leaves of your salad plants on a regular basis. Once a day, once every few days, once a week, depending on how many lettuce plants you've got growing and how many times you're going to fill up on some salad. And as you do that, the plant will continue to grow from the center. All new growth on the lettuce plants comes from the heart of the lettuce plant. When you chop the entire head off at once, you stop the plant from growing from its perfect spot. But when you cut from the outer and lower leaves, you allow that center to keep growing, giving you new, fresh leaves every single week of the season. By the way, if this lettuce looks a lot better to you than that stuff you get from the grocery store, then I have tons of resources you're gonna love on growing your own salad. I'll link those right below this video. Now, here's why this works, okay? So first off, you're taking the oldest leaves off of each of these plants. And old leaves, they tax the plant. Everything that's attached to every plant you're growing in your garden, it requires energy to maintain. So when you relieve each and every one of these plants from its oldest leaves, you give the plant full freedom to put all of its energy toward the center of the plant, making new leaves. So the more you harvest, the more it grows. It's got its energy completely focused on new, fresh leaves rather than just keeping these old guys alive. Next up, it protects your plants from pests. The most likely way that your lettuce is going to get attacked by pests is from the soil. So each and every time you come along your plants and harvest the lower and outer leaves, you're getting those leaves off the soil, removing soil contact, which means you're removing that bridge from soil to plant that slugs and snails and all those creepy things love. So you're not just getting a healthier plant that produces more leaves, you're getting a plant that's protected from pests for the long haul. And then finally, as you can see from these plants I just harvested from, it looks like I've taken loads of heads of lettuce from this bed, but I've only pulled the outer and lower leaves. So each of these plants is going to continue to produce, and I can harvest from these in a few days, in a few weeks, again and again until the season ends. This is why I am obsessed with getting everybody to start growing their own salad, because you can get hundreds of dollars of harvest from just a super small space with a container, some great soil, some seeds, and some water. And now you know how to get 3 times the harvest from just one little plant.